What's up, folks? SK here, and today we're going to take a look at the unique enhancement system that is in Bless Unleashed. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to fail stack and enhance in a way that will make your enhancing a lot easier while saving you a bit of star seeds and a lot more enhancement tools. Now let's get to it. I know a lot of you have had the experience where you've asked someone how to fail stack, and you probably get some vague explanation and no real guidance. And we're going to go ahead and change that today. First off, we're going to talk about the different types of enhancers. There is the master enhancer, the common enhancer, and the unlicensed enhancer. The guy we're standing next to right now is the common enhancer. So real quick, the core difference between these enhancers is how they enhance your gear and the outcome if you fail. The first up is the common enhancer. Using the common enhancer costs you weapon fortification stones, gold, and artifact cores, as you can see below, which is in the currency needed. Below that, it says equipment may be damaged upon failure, and then it gives you the option to fortify the item or add embers if you have embers to add. What embers do is that they add a chance to your fail stack. This isn't the main way to fail stack, but this is one of the supplementary ways that it is built into the game to fail stack. If you do add embers, they do only count for that chance, and if you fail, then the embers will go away regardless. You pass, of course, and you get the succession. The main thing you need to remember about the enhancers is that it tells you which enhancer you're on. But at the top of the screen right there where it says enhance equipment, below that it says common enhancement. If you're at the master, it says master. If you're at the unlicensed, it says unlicensed. That's where you can know where you're at when you're keeping up with your stuff, especially if you kind of try to speed through everything. Make sure you're not at the unlicensed enhancer with your real gear. Back to the common enhancer. Once again, like I said, you're going to need the proper fortification stone to get to the next level, but once you reach +5 going into the next grade, you're going to need the proper equipment upgrade stone. An important thing to note is that enhancing your gear between rare grade +0 and legendary grade +0 will never damage a weapon in the game's current version. However, each failure adds a 2.5% fail stack, which increases your chance on your next attempt to enhance. Next up is the Master Enhancer. Master Enhancer costs star seeds and artifact cores to enhance, as well as armor sigils or weapon sigils, depending on the armor or gear you're trying to enhance. This also stays the same when trying to go from one grade to the next. So from progressing from epic +5 to legendary +0, you'll also still use armor sigils instead of using the enhancement upgrade stones. The Master Enhancer fails, you lose nothing but what you spent on him, and he has the same success rate as the common, at least is what we're told. That's right, even when he fails, you won't get a fail stack, so use him at your own risk. I'll actually have another video coming out detailing when to use the Master Enhancer and when not to when it comes to special situations, depending on market price, repair tool costs, and just various other things going on in the game at the time. This is probably the part you've all been waiting for, and this is where we start your fail stacking journey. To start it, you're going to go to the Verdana region, and you're going to actually go to the Goldstone Ascent, which is where George Ramon's hideout is at. That is the place where the only unlicensed vendor in the game is located at the moment. Now, being that this is the outlaw town, there will probably be outlaws here sometimes. This is actually a dangerous area for you to be in because the only safe zone here is at the Soul Pyre. The enhancement specialist is not actually a safe zone for whatever reason. And none of the other NPCs here are actually safe zones, which include the Central Marketplace NPC, which is located in this building over here, and the mailbox over here. So just be wary when you come here. You might want to pop a peace scroll if you're, in the middle of a feud with another guild or whatever is going on at the time. But yeah, this is the unlicensed enhancement specialist. So as with the other enhancement specialist, you can tell at the top left-hand side it says unlicensed enhancement. That's when you know you don't put your gear in here because it will have a chance to break your gear, as it says over here in the bottom right-hand side. The middle right-hand side of the screen. It says warning, equipment may be destroyed upon failure. This is destroyed. This means gone, not coming back. Even if your gear is locked, it will still be destroyed. So do not take the chance of bringing your actual weapons here if you want to keep them. Yeah, just don't do it. It's not worth the risk, and you're probably not going to get any sympathy from the GMs because the warnings are all there. I'm not sure when it comes to how they handle that on, their end, but just be sure you don't bring your regular gear here because it's not worth it. Like I said, this NPC is very different though because he doesn't use any fortification stones, he doesn't use sigils, he doesn't use any upgrade stones. He just uses gold and artifact cores and he smashes your weapon. That's all he does, which is why it has a chance to break. And when it breaks, that's it. Like I said, yeah, just don't do it unless you're fail stacking. So this unlicensed enhancement specialist, he does have a chance to just fail your gear or break it, like I said before. And when he fails it, nothing happens. Your gear just stays, and you get a 5% chance on your additional success rate. It's your fail stack. If it breaks, however, you get a 7.5% chance. Um, and yeah, that's the best chance that you're gonna get. Like you're gonna want to stack those 7.5% chances up. You don't always get the fail. You don't always get the break. Sometimes you get successes. And just because you hit multiple times on success and get an item to mythic does not mean he's gonna hit every single time to mythic. I've done it once on like a C rank shield, got it all the way to mythic, and I was like, well, and I almost felt good enough to I wanted to bring a piece of gear here regularly, and I thought better against it. And the next piece of gear I tapped that was a fail stack piece of gear, smashed immediately. So I knew it wasn't worth it. So yeah, don't get comfortable with this guy either, because he will play tricks with your mind. Multiple times you've heard me say, gear you don't want to keep and gear you do want to keep. The gear that I want to keep technically would be just like, you know, the gear I'm wearing. Say my leg armors here, all my mythic leg armors, I want to keep those because they're meant for different builds. PvP, PvE, one set's for Blind Executioner, one set's for Nightwind. Other than that, things that I don't want to keep are things you would get from farming your daily bosses and opening the boxes. Now, when you get fail stack gear, and I call it fail stack gear because it's not useful for anything else besides getting armor fragments, you're gonna want to keep the C gear first of all, like your C offhands, because they cost the least to enhance. If you keep a C weapon, it's actually gonna cost a lot more to enhance versus a C offhand or a B offhand or anything like that. You're gonna want to keep your offhands, your B and C offhands, for fail stacks because they're the least costing. You're also going to want to keep your C armor pieces as well. I got right here a Dawnstar belt. I'm going to keep that for fail stacking. This I might just keep for fail stacking. I think I wanted to trade this over to my Crusader alt. I might just go ahead and do that instead, because that's actually a pretty good roll. But yeah, like this is going to be used for fail stacking. These shoulders down here are used for fail stacking. It's just the things that you get from like grinding, you're going to keep for fail stacking. Generally, B gear you want to break down, and C gear you want to keep for fail stacking is my point. Because B gear is going to give a lot more cores, C gear is going to give a little bit less cores, but you're also going to have the utility of having it for fail stacks. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to fail stack right here, and I already have a 7.5% stack built up, which I did get earlier by messing around with something. I wanted to see if lock gear would break, and lock gear did break. So, yeah, don't try that here. So I have a 7.5% stack. If it goes, we're going to see if it goes here, and if it goes, it's going to go ahead and enhance this up. Right now, the tool on the left side is broken. The screen on the left side is broken. So when you enhance, you're not going to see it over there go +1 like you normally would, where you see, let's see, this shield right here is like, you know, +5. You see the 5 little notches on the bottom. If I enhance and this totem goes +1, it won't show it right here. It'll show it over on the right-hand side, though. We're going to go ahead and give it a try. This is the fail, and that's going to show me that I get the 5.0% chance because the enhancement was unsuccessful, but your item was not destroyed or damaged. That's going to give me a 12.5% chance. At this point, I want to decide if I want to take it or run with it to Enhancement Specialist, the Common Enhancement Specialist or the Master one, depending on where you are with your gear and how many repair tools you have. I'm going to risk it, because I want the 15% chance, because right now the gear I'm probably going to enhance is going to be a mythic piece of gear to mythic +1. Generally, I'd go with 12.5% chance. The 17% chance really isn't needed, but I'm just going to risk it for the video's sake. You don't, like I said, it's all RNG really. You can fail constantly with a 17% chance. You can fail constantly with a 12% chance. You can fail constantly with a 30% chance. I've seen it happen before. I've heard about it happening. It's happened to me like twice. It was a horrible time. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and risk it and try to go for it. If it fails, that's great. If it doesn't fail, it's gonna enhance like it just enhanced just now. So it wasted all my fail stacks. But I do have a +1 weapon here. I mean, a +1 offhand here. One, right? See, the mess up on the screen is screwing me up. So in the middle it says +1, and the middle on the right hand side it says +2, where it says what it's going to go up to. So we're going to trust the middle right now, because the left hand side is just completely lying to us when it comes to the notches. But it does say +1 on the left hand side. We should probably pay attention to the number rather than the notches now. I don't know how they screwed this up because it wasn't like this before. Just be able to see the notches on the left hand side. So we're gonna go ahead and use one of the lower, the purple +5, the epic +5, sorry, for the first stack. And if it fails, then we're gonna get a stack. We got a 7.5% stack right there because the shield automatically blew up. That can happen. All right, we're gonna take that and we're gonna hit it on a legendary +0. If it fails, it blew up. Perfect. 15% stack right there. We're gonna take the 15% stack and run with it. Now, if I wanted to risk it, I'd risk it with this, try to get a 22.5% stack. I'm not going to risk it on this because it's not worth it. Get a 22.5% stack, push a mythic piece of gear to +1. Personally, to me, it's not worth it. To you guys, it might be worth it depending on, you know, how your RNG is, what your materials look like. It's a whole cost and balance thing when it comes to enhancing in this game. And if you want to keep your costs and your balances in check, you're going to want to do the math, which I do mental math. I don't do the written down math, so I'm not going to have all the numbers for you guys. But I do the mental math, and it equals out to where I'm pretty much saving myself a lot in the long run rather than pushing, you know, 22% just for the chance of success, which it sounds good on paper. Like it sounds good when you say 22% chance, but remember it's still all RNG, so you can still fail constantly on 22% chance. What we're doing now is that we just transported to a city with a actual common and master enhancement specialist. Now, I'm going to give you a little, I guess, look into where my mind is when it comes to using the master enhancement specialist. Because when it comes to your weapon, it makes sense. When it comes to your armor, though, it's a little bit more spotty just because of it comes into your cost of your armor sigils, plus the cost of weapon repair tools, plus the cost of what's the cost of repair tools, not weapon repair tools, all the same thing. Plus the cost of how many starseeds you're gonna spend, as well as your armor cores. Well, your armor cores don't really matter because you're gonna get those daily regardless if you do your bosses. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and try to tap this Dragon Knight shoulder up. Actually, where's the other one? Oh, because it's yellow still. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to tap this one up just for shickles right now. Probably gonna sell this later on. I'm not really sure I want to keep it, but yeah. So this is a 15% chance of going on this +1 Dragon Knight shoulder right here. It's generally what you want to do for your next enhancement. Take it to the master because the cost is 22.9 star seeds. It's generally okay because right now the cost of Patreon armor sigils are like almost, let's see. Let me check the market real quick. This is how I do my math when it comes to deciding if it's worth it to use the master versus using the common. So we're gonna check the prices on the enhancement tools, which first of all, price repair tools, remember those are gonna be 47,000. And the Patreon armor sigils, which were yellow, are going to be 649 at the lowest right now. 700, 800, so 800 to 1,000. 1,000. Okay, so 800 to 1,000. So 7 Patreon armor sigils, which I'm going to use on this right now, is going to be 7,000. We're going to go ahead and round it to 7,000. So because this shoulder is going to take 7 Patreon armor sigils, that's going to be 7,000 starseeds right there. Here it is. It's going to be 7,000 starseeds on top of the 22,000 we're already using. Now remember, the cost of the repair tool is 47,000 right now. It's because we just came off an event and the repair tools did drop in price by a lot. Based on the status of events, you're going to change your mathematics around this, of course. But because of what the prices are right now, this is actually worth it for enhancement up to 2 enhancements. I personally just smash it after a while because I get aggravated. Don't do that because it's not conducive. It's just my personal thing. Like, I'm just like, okay, I fail twice today, I'm going to try again tomorrow. So because the price is like within range of 50K technically, we're going to go ahead and try to smash this twice. If it fails twice, I'm going to go ahead and try it tomorrow. That's also because of the rate that you get starseeds per day. which is I think it's like 47,000 star seeds a day for your exchange. So it's gonna kind of not really make up for it, but it's gonna be right there off by like 2,000 star seeds. If I'm doing the math right, I'm not sure if I'm doing the math right. I'm not doing math right now, to be honest. I'm just going with the float. So we're gonna go ahead and try to push this with the 15% stack we have right now. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a 50% stack all the time. So that's one that failed. See, the enhancement chance did not go up or go down. And we didn't get our item broken or whatever, or damaged, sorry. And we're gonna go ahead and try it again. And it failed again. So generally this is the point where I would stop and like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and try this another day. My star seeds are kind of low. I'm already at 245,000 star seeds. I bought a bunch of stuff the other day. But for the video's sake, I will try this one more time because I just want the success just to try it. I don't even need the gear score, but I just want to get the success just to try it. I failed again, so I went down again by another 22,000 star seeds, and then the 7,000 from the Patreon armor sigils. And try it one more time. Succeed. It all. Yes, so it succeeded right there. It took me what, 4 tries just now. So once again and you see it rose the cost for the next enhancement level to 26 plus 8,000 for Patreon sigils right there. So at the next enhancement chance, we're gonna go up to actually 34,000 star seeds per cost if you use your Patreon armor sigils in the cost rounded around that. And that's gonna help you determine if you're gonna want to use the common or the master. Because once your cost for your common, once your cost for your master and star seeds goes over your cost of your commons in repair tools, say the repair tools are like 47k, like I said, if this cost was like say 50k, I'd want to go to the common, because at that point, if I fail the common, I'm gonna have to use a repair tool, which is 47k, and if I fail, it damages it, but I have to repair it, and I get the extra fail stack on top of that. If anything that I just said made sense, because it didn't make sense to me when I said it, it made sense in my head, but I feel like it made sense to somebody. So hopefully that made sense to you. And it does also use a lesser costly item, which is the armor stone, for armor fortification stone. So those are really cheap right now. Like they're like barely, you could probably buy them all for like 1 star seed off of some people in the marketplace, and you get them in abundance when you run bosses. So that's fail stacking in a nutshell in this game. It does require a lot of math when it comes to like deciding if you are going to use the master or the common, depending on where you are in your weapon enhancement or your armor enhancement, plus your fortification stone cost, as well as repair tool cost. But hopefully this video helped out a lot of people when it came to enhancing. I really hope it did, because it took me a while to make this video, and people have been actually bugging me to make this video for a while now, and I've been just kind of lollygagging when it came down to it. So I really hope this helps some people. If it did help you, like, subscribe, and share. Pass it around to friends you know they're having trouble with making getting their items to Mythic +5. As you can see, I do have a bunch of items of Mythic +5, and it's like a bunch of axes. I did make a bunch of builds or like on Mythic +5. I have my armor Mythic +5. I just haven't really pushed on anything else, which is why I have cores I have right now. I've just been joking around, messing with other Mythic +5 for other builds and stuff like that. As you see here, like I'm not really committing anything right now because nothing is min max. This is just something I wanted to do just to see how many cores it would take me to get to Mythic +5. This isn't my final armor. This is definitely gonna have to change. But yeah, none of this stuff is permanent, so this is all probably gonna be scrapped later on if I get a better roll and better runes. I think the only thing I'm actually gonna keep is this, because that's pretty much as close to perfect as I'm gonna get. And then these as well. So yeah, that's just me rambling at this point. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like, subscribe, and share, and please subscribe. It'll help me out immensely. And you guys will get updated videos when I do more guide videos. And I do plan on doing more guide videos over the next coming days and weeks ahead, as I figure out what to put in the videos. So just stick around, and hopefully you like my content. Peace.